Hello, everybody. Time for the second route of the evening as I get distracted by my cat. We just finished up with Tavros. Actually, here, let's just do this real quick. Check out the achievements that we might have gotten. A heart so true. You stood by Tavros' side and helped renovate his hive. You still don't understand Fiddlespawn, though. Is Terrazy's still broken? Yeah, Terrazy's achievement is still broken. It looks like there's a... looks like Aradia has a secret achievement, too. So we're going to have to try to get that. But yes. Anyway. A heart so true. You stood by Tavros' side. Nice. Terrazy's achievement is fixed. Replay to work. Oh, okay. I'm going to do that real quick then, because it's annoying. Because it's been annoying me this entire time that it doesn't work. Boop, boop. Oh, error. Oh, it's like my old save is broken now because they fixed that glitch apparently. Whoop. Oh, that just completely locked me out. Interesting. Well, they fixed the glitch, but they broke my save file with Terrazy. Interesting. Okay. Whoop. Oh, shit. No. That's not what I want. Dear. Yeah. Okay. Does that work? Okay. Well, now we're good. Okay. Start. Wait a There it is. See the revolution. You reunite Terrazy with her long-lost sister? You've never been more glad you're not a fish. Hug the shark. Yes. Alright. Now that that's done, so we've finally seen Terrazy's achievement and Tavros's, so let's meet Aradia. Rama, gaga, hoo-la-la, Rajabe romance. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. What are you doing here? What are you doing on this awful planet? You walk. You walk and you don't stop walking. You walk until the moons are high in the sky and the lights from the city all but fade away. You walk until you can't think about anything but walking anymore. Then you zap. Zap, 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 zap. Who cares? Scourge Sisters. I see the Scourge Sisters representing right there. You just want out of here. What's happening to you? What are these thoughts? What are these half-remembered truths? Why do all your new friends seem so fresh but so familiar? You're lost inside yourself for what simultaneously feels like both a moment and an eternity. Ooh, we're gonna go get some more Pesterquest deep lore here, I think. You stop walking and lay down. The grass feels cool on the back of your head and your eyes. You stop walking and lay down. The grass feels so cool in the back of your head and your eyes feel so heavy. Ah! You're alive! What? Hi? It's like, I do love this. She is actually making the face. It's kind of funny, though, but why are you alive? Troll Jesus Christ. Inches away from your face, someone is bent over you and staring unblinkingly into your eyes. In a single panicked motion, you do a lethal sideways roll and spring to your feet. This doesn't seem to startle her at all. She doesn't move from her precariously balanced squat. She's just looking at you, observing you. Is she waiting for you to do something? She has huge hair. I like it. After exactly 21 seconds of staring directly at you, she offers an entirely too toothy smile. Part of you suggests she just remembered that that's what you do in these situations. Oh, God. Aradia being a horror character? When is she ever not a horror character? She was literally a ghost when we first met her. Her hair is full of secrets. Yeah, it is. She examines you with an obvious curiosity. Not the worst decision. To nap among the remains of the deceased. Oh yeah, I mean, it saves us from being called, right? Why are you alive, though? What's like, what? Where? What? So many questions. Haha, what? The music is good, but I can't crank it up because I'm reading. With a sarcastic motion that suggests looking literally anywhere around you, she draws your attention to what appears to be some sort of dig site. You seem to have fallen asleep in a pile of bones. Her shirt is emblazoned with a dark red Aries symbol. Oh, cool. Another Zodiac kid. You must have said Aries out loud because she immediately corrects you. It is pronounced Aradia. That makes sense. Although you've just met, you cannot fathom her name being pronounced any other way. Your new potential friend Aradia is looking a little... what's a polite and charming way of saying rough around the edges? Her clothes are a bit shabby, but maybe that's just normal wear and tear when you've been hanging out in the dirt all day. What is she doing out here in the dirt anyway? Yeah, that's also her dead quirk. Actually, come to think of it, what was Aradia's quirk before she died? Because she only used it for like a page or two in Hive Bent, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, she had before, just with emotion? Okay, yeah. I come out here to dig up bones. Oh, like archaeology? Oh yes, that too. She's creepy and I love it. Bones are an important part of the life cycle. You often hear about the beauty of life, but I find that death is just as important and fascinating. The finality of death has a beauty to it. The finality of death, says the girl who's been dead, or undead, or re-dead throughout the entire course of the story as we've known her. Alright. The finale of her death has a beauty to it. Or it used to. You want to ask what she means, but it must be written all over your face. She very quickly moves on. Remains can tell us a lot about their owner's life. How they lived? How they met their end? Is that not a little wonderful? Fossils represent... Hang on. Cat's dangerously close to knocking over the webcam. Cat. Please don't break my new cell phone. Oh yeah, I got a new cell phone the other day, but I haven't had a chance to activate it because Virgin Mobile's website is down. Cat, that's my... Okay. That's enough of that. Jesus. Fossils represent a finale. A moment locked in time. It is the physical that remains while the spirit moves on. Everything that made them who they are is gone. When all is said and done, it's only the bones that survive to tell their tale. And in that way, death is a sort of perfection, don't you think? Their violent end is a sort of peace. Nothing left but the bones. Never thought about that way. In fact, you suspect you may never have thought about anything as much as this girl has thought about bones. Oh, bones are just one of my many interests. Oh yeah, you too. Big bone fan over here. I like 'em big boned. I see you're also a person of exquisite taste. Oh, damn. Oh, to you too. Oh. Well, damn. Oh, woo. I see what we're doing. Oh, woo. Oh, woo. To you too. Your stomach growls a little bit. Just how long were you out here? I discovered your body several hours ago. I thought you might be dead, so I was watching you to confirm my suspicions. She was watching what she thought was a dead body? For several hours? Yes. On the lookout for early signs of decomposition. Some people watch paint dry, Aradia watches bodies decompose. That tracks. Rot. Rigor mortis, etc. Unfortunately, you are not completely dead. Thank goodness for that. I guess. Oh my god, she's Wednesday Addams. It's amazing. Wait, what does she mean completely? Oh wait, actually, yeah, that's a good question. Huh. She might be onto something here, and we just are breezing over it. There's a moment where I'm breaking, if not somewhat unsettling grin, leans more towards normal. Okay, well, someone might describe it as normal if maybe you hadn't seen anybody smile before. Like if you were passing someone in the hallway and they described what a smile was to you, and you were like, no, I got this. Alas, you digress. And that's only fair. I mean, we spent, like, what, 20 minutes discussing core in the last round? It's only fair for MSPA Reader to get a little distracted, too. It's like, I'm not going to begrudge him that. Alas, you digress. You are like me. The dead speak to you. Okay. You would do well to pay attention. Oh yeah, oh shit, that's... A lot of the friends in control... A lot of the friends and trolls are probably dead, aren't they? You know? It's like... Ugh. You would do well to pay attention. A mantle of doomed souls unleashed to you. I wonder just how many times you have died. Quite a few. Died? Like, bereft of life? She sits down beside you. She picks up some sort of rib or femur or pelvis or whatever and begins idly drawing the dirt. It is a crude drawing of some sort of misshapen stick person. Unrelatable. Traditionally, yes, that is what dying means. Unrelated. Okay. Just hit me how funny that is. That MSPA Reader is saying a crude stick drawing of a misshapen stick person is unrelatable. That is some hilarious pot calling the kettle black there, or at least a serious failure of introspection. The secret class aspect, the bereft of life. That's funny. Traditionally, yes, that is what dying means. But you are different. I can see the ghosts of all your alternative iterations floating around you, trying to help you. Doomed timelines that have been purposefully erased from your consciousness. But you're the culmination of the choices you've made, fatal or otherwise. You've been forced to leave so many behind you. Your memories! Despite the fact that she seems very focused on her dirt art, you suddenly feel so seen. Someone doesn't want you to remember. But... She looks at you and leans in close. Do you want to know a secret? Yeah. Wait, did you just say ghosts? You're really not following? Sounds kind of fake if you're being honest. Ghosts? Yeah, okay, you've seen some weird shit in this planet, but you draw the line at ghosts. Spooky bit was kind of charming and cool at first, but this is borderline ridiculous. Oh. She almost looks hurt. Her tone turns hollow. How disappointing. Aradia Aradia rises and turns her back towards you. The night air feels cold, which it hadn't before now. Perhaps on behalf of the especially cold shoulder treatment you are getting right now, little bumps form on your skin. Well, you did just fuck that conversation up royally there. Let's see how we bring this back. I have misjudged you. Is she actually dead? Maybe. I thought I could trust you, but maybe you are just like the rest. I'm okay with that. It does not bother me. Yeah, she's the ghost after all. She's floating several... Oh, wait, no, she's telekinetic. She might just be, flying, because she can do that, too. She's floating several feet up off the ground. Typically, this is your sign not to say, sounds like that does kind of bother you. Okay. I don't really know. I have no idea which is the correct choice here. I'm going to be completely honest. It's like MSPA reader has a hunch that keeping their mouth shut is the right course. So maybe we'll go with that and take the bad end. Sounds like it kind of does bother her. Sounds like she probably isn't okay with it. Oh dear. She is silent for what seems like several minutes. Have your words reached her? Oh, yeah, she's dead. When she turns towards you, her eyes are white and her expression is blank. Her head tilts to the side as if she is looking at a curious bauble, her face unchanging. Nothing really bothers me anymore. Oh, Jesus, no thanks. This secret sucks. Time to fucking go. Sorry you said ghosts were fake or whatever bullshit. Yes, maybe that would be best for both of us. I had some hope for you. But it looks like that was misplaced. There's a hollow disappointment in her voice. You've never been negged by a ghost before? She raises her hand towards you, her form silhouetted by the twin moons. There is a blissful moment where you feel suspended and still. Better luck next time. Huh. Oh, man. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. You all saw that. It just rewound on its own. It didn't boot me to the menu or the load screen to save again. It just rewound. Oh, that's right. She is a... Oh, yeah. Maid of Time. Kind of forgot about that. Yeah. I do love this expression. It's great. Oh, hi, cat. Troll, Jesus Christ! Inches away from your face. I'm gonna... This is looking... Yeah, this is all the same. But she's still close. Is that a glitch? It's the same dialogue, but but she never backed up. Is that a glitch, or is that supposed to happen? Oh, do you want to know a secret? Okay, now she's finally backed up. It's a glitch. Okay. Huh. Okay. So, I'm guessing... Wait, did she just say ghost? Okay. You've never wanted anything more in your entire life. Okay, so I'm guessing that... Okay. Yeah, there's a new option, and there's a flashing sign saying that I should pick it. Yeah, I think I should pick that one, too. I am... I'm not going to do it right now, because I'm just going to follow this path where it's leading me. But I have a hunch that neither of those choices were correct there. And that we really did have to get that bad ending to get this moment. You know, and so, like, staying silent also would have gotten a bad ending where Aradia rewound the clock. So, yeah, let's pick this one. You have to admit, you're a little fascinated by this line of inquiry. You don your signature cool person facade and tell her that there is nothing in this godforsaken universe that will keep you from hearing that secret. You throw in that you're going to die if you do not find out immediately. Smooth as butter, baby. You don't know how relieved I am to hear that. The way she speaks has shifted slightly. It sounds fuller, livelier. That's good. Hey! What? Oh! Huh? What? Huh? Holy! Hi! Oh yes, I have been alive for some time. And her quirk's gone because she's ascended. Yay! That... okay. Huh. Does she remember that time we popped in on her that one time a few routes ago? What was that where we accidentally... That was Jade's route, right? Where we accidentally popped in on her and Sullix? Does she remember that? Oh yes, I have been alive for some time. For some time. Now, all according to plan. When she says the word time, her eyebrows lift a little, as if cueing you in on a joke she seems to think you are completely familiar with. You give it a polite chuckle. What a character. Well, I mean, I found it entertaining. She beams, and there's a moment you forget that she was talking about ghosts and secrets. They can't find us here. Ooh, it's like we're getting the deep Pesterquest lore. I can feel it. We have made them very mad. They can't find us here? Them? We've? Mad? Made? You don't ask for clarification on very. You're pretty confident about that one. This is not the first time. Oh. Wait, I need a glyph of this. I need a gif. Give me the gif. Give me the eyeball waggle gif. This is not the first time we have met. Though it's hard to say how long has passed since then. Time passes differently out here. Hey, apropos of nothing, and far be it from you to comment on someone's appearance, but why does she look so much older? Why is she wearing the magic teen pajamas like John in them? How does she manage to do her makeup so well and not just brush her hair all at once, and not brush her hair at all? You know, with curls, the issue might actually be overbrushing. You don't want to brag, but you happen to have an encyclopedic knowledge of hair care products. Has she considered switching to a sulfate-free shampoo? God, you wish you had hair. Wow, you ask a lot of questions, but I guess that's natural. And also, how does MSPA reader remember, like, the God tier uniforms? And I suppose we did see, like, that little epilogue interlude. Anyway. Right now, we are outside of the canonical relevant. You're going to have to stop it right there. You've had enough of canon and relevancy and what it means and what is or isn't. Do you people never tire of sniffing your own farts about canonical impact? I mean, if you follow my Tumblr, you've seen me complain about this shit enough, but... So I'm not going to get into it, but... Yeah. It's like, this is kind of my... This is the whole thing that has me, like... very about Homestuck 2. But anyway. Okay. Wow. Rude. Yeah, you're rude now. Fuck the narrative. Absolutely phenomenal, and I could not agree more. Like I was trying to explain, out here even the powers that be can't hear us. I must say, I'm a big fan of your work. I've seen quite a few doomed timelines before, but nothing like this. You are something that no contingency plans for. You are something they had no contingency plans for, and Paradox Space is practically falling apart at the seams. This timeline has been peppered with inconsistencies and clues. And well, I mean, it's like Aradia said way back when in Homesick, it's like, she just wants to see what happens when when the whole loop gets torn apart. This timeline has been peppered with inconsistencies and clues. Things here and there that cannot exist yet. Events that occurred too early. I figured you were doing it on purpose, so I thought I'd get your attention. But you are a little broken, aren't you? She looks disappointed as she says this. You don't know why she would want your attention, but she has it. It's not only your attention I want. The power has shifted, and the ones pulling the strings are distracted with their own meaningless problems. You really can't remember anything, can you? You tell her you remember some things that you can't explain. Names of things, hints of the past, whispers of ghosts. Wait, how does she know this? Yes, they have been whispering to you quite loudly. They are the fractured remnants of your departed selves. And they have been trying to help you get here at this exact moment. You ask where and when here is exactly. As you look around, the scenery seems to shift. Sometimes you're inside, sometimes you're outside, sometimes you're in all places at once. You swear you see some shadow of your friends here and there, but in places they don't really belong. Why would Rose be in Kanaya's hive? Do they know each other? You want to know what is going on and why it is so important that you are here. Wherever here is. I asked an old friend's ghost to tell an ancient space squid to burp up a place for us to meet. As one does, sure. Think of it as a liminal space made of the same stuff memories are made of. I have spent a lot of time in the furthest ring and in these bubbles and trying to figure out how they work. Okay, so Pfeffery got Cthulhu to give us a little time bubble. Got it. So I have some ideas. But I don't think the ones who conceived them even really know exactly. What matters is the specific path you took to get here. It took you many tries, but you made it. You get the feeling the more this is spelled out, the less it'll make sense. Kinda kills the magic. I'm sorry, but yeah. Yes. That is probably true of most things. Instead of explaining it to you, it was easier to just rewind things and have you try again. You're almost too embarrassed to ask how many times it took you to get it right. She puts her hand on your shoulder and just shakes her head. Oh. The important thing is that you made it. I tried so many things to get you here. One time I pretended to be a ghost. She affects a spooky tone, sort of waving her fingers around. Since accidentally entering the medium, your particular class and aspect combination have given you knowledge and foresight you shouldn't have. Oh, are we going to get that confirmed? But here, where the connection to every version of yourself is the strongest. But you can do a little housekeeping. She reaches her hand out to yours. Oh, fuck, is this it? You are finally making a friend and all it took was an infinite number of tries? You take her hand and she smiles at you. And then everything goes off the shits. Something flies into you. Oh, fuck. Was that a ghost? You can see them. Oh, fuck. It has your face. There's so many of them. One by one, they all slam into you. The entering of their lives and each of their deaths play out before you in real time. It's like, and she's still wrangling her eyebrows while we reach our ultimate self, I guess? Is that what's happening? That's what's happening. We have reached ultimate MSPA reader. Aradia clutches your hand and begins to laugh in a way that makes you start to think maybe this wasn't a great idea. But you remember. You remember all of them. As the last doomed version of yourself is absorbed into your body, you collapse out of both physical and mental exhaustion. You're back in the dirt, back in the bone pile. You just sort of turn over and lay there for a second. Oh my god. Malik. Theseus. Boulder. Oh, little Damien. Zebra. Okay, maybe not that guy. But there is still a gap. Why are you here? You look down at the hoodie Malik gave you. Didn't Karkat's friends say nobody used the symbol for a long time? I'm afraid I don't know exactly. My abilities have allowed you to tidy up your timelines that have happened in a sort of tentative canon. Yeah, she is the maid. We just tidied up the maid tidies up the timelines. I get it. It's clever. In a sort of tentative canon. You roll your eyes. Yeah, she ignores you and continues. So whatever happened to you outside of the narrative is beyond my capacity as a guide of the deceased. But yeah, so basically, if we skipped it, then there's no way of knowing. It's like, yeah. So like, what happened between us touching the house and us seeing John? It's like, no one knows. But I know a way we can find out. It is why I brought you here, to give you back your memories. God, you miss just fucking around about hot dogs. You wonder what your friends are up to now. You think maybe you should check on them. She looks you in the eyes, and you stop rolling them for 2 seconds. Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to fuck shit up? Is that what... Don't you just want to go ape shit? Well, that's Aradia in a nutshell, isn't it? You see, and like, so like again, this is the problem. This is my problem with Homestuck 2, is that like, this is actually what I want to do. Like, I really do just want to pick up my punk rock daughter at the mall. Like, is that really... Yeah, it's like, I want to go save Daria. Is that so much to ask? It's like... But no, it's like we have to go break shit apart because we're breaking canon, because... Canon. I'm sick of hearing about it. Anyway. Yeah, we'll take... Yeah, we'll do this first, because I want to see Daria, goddammit. Oh my god, you're friends. You have to go back. You look at Aradia. This is awkward. You actually have a prior engagement. Actually, this could work. You extend your hand in the universal, come with me, Jester. Oh. Where? Oh. Okay. Try to focus on anyone. The comforting chaos of Ardata's house. The burnt-out mall where you promised Daria you'd take her with you. Yes, it's all coming back to you. You're so glad you have an encyclopedic knowledge of the whole adventure before continuing. You zap the both of you onwards. You're in the fucking hallway! There's that T-prosing turd. Aradia goes wide-eyed. No! Not this time. Eat my whole ass, you nobodies. You conjure the strongest memory you can. Oh my god, you sniffed Marvis's armpits! The shame you are feeling sends you reeling. This is it, you guess. The strongest of memories. You what? But nothing is here. You float listlessly in the black void. Why isn't anything here? Where is everyone? You refocus. Maybe that was just a bad point to remember? You pull the strings of your hoodie tight, letting its warmth cover you like a dear friend's embrace. Surely you've spent enough time with Malik's jacket to have formed some sort of secret bond with the memory of him. This will be enough. This needs to be enough. You disappear and reappear in the same spot. You phase in and out over and over, and nothing happens. Aradia watches you, but seems to be giving you space to process this. It isn't enough. It was never enough. They're gone. You go limp and just drift for a while. You hear the sad song of some sort of cosmic entity. Its low tones reverberate your entire body, filling you with a sorrow that you didn't know you were capable of feeling. An impassively long tendril appears from the void and slowly makes its way towards you. It gently wraps itself around you. You don't even bother to question it at this point. Wow. On a scale of 1 to 10, how shaken is your faith? Why aren't they here, Aradia? Where is everything? I don't know. But I'm here. Do you just want to vibe out with this space monster for a little while? I kind of do. Okay. Yeah, you guess. I do not know where your friends are or why there isn't anything here. And I'm afraid you may not find those answers until you confront the Puppet Master. But? Isn't that fine? Friends and grudges, life and death, existence and nothingness. Isn't it all the same in the end? The only... If this is about bones, you're going to lose your mind. She smiles. Well, I can confidently say it was not about bones. Can't help but laugh a little bit. Do you want to try again? I know there's a different way this goes. But I still wanted to see what you would do. You won't remember anything. Not even our friend here. You think about it for a little bit. The tentacle sort of paps you on the face. Is it trying to comfort you? Eventually, you know that's what has to happen. She will rewind you and tidy up the mess you've made by coming out here. There is a path you needed to follow, and you keep trying to cheat it. You ask her to let you sit here for a little bit longer. You don't want to forget just yet? Okay. Okay. MSP already got a horror terrorist just pap. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even press anything. It just did this automatically. Yeah, Riley and Jay do... Yeah, I agree, though. They're right for different reasons. It's like, yeah. Alright. Okay. Let's break shit. You think about it for a little bit. It's like, you know what, I am gonna have a rant about canon after this, but let's finish this first. You think about it for a little bit. You've been gone for so long, and you can just go back whenever you want, right? You gotta focus on your friends in the here and now. You know what? Yeah, let's trash this place. You stand there and kick over a small pile of bones. No, my bones! Oh, oops, sorry. She kneels down next to the carnage and just stares for a little bit. Shit, she looks completely devastated. It's actually kind of hard to watch. You turn away. Oh, biscuits. This is no way to canonize a friendship with a time god. What were you thinking? You're just too damn good at kicking over small pieces of shit. Curse these powerful legs. Mavericks wouldn't do something like this. That guy was cool as hell. Marvis, right? Aradia begins to laugh in a way someone less eager for friendship might describe as a cackle. Look. She has arranged the bones into an outlandish, if not slightly vulgar configuration. What? Those are hers. Like, oh yeah, somebody pointed out, those might literally be hers. Those might literally be her bones. For once, I really am okay with this. I was just lying to you for comedic effect. It's okay, you can laugh. Try it with me. Say ha. Oh my god, I love her. Ha? Now say it again. Ha. There you go. I meant apeshit more in the larger sense. I don't think any of them care about bones. They're lost. If you really want to see things fall apart, I can lead you to where you need to be. You don't know who they are, and you don't give a single solitary shit. Fuck this place. Fuck whoever took your memories. Let's go absolutely buck wild up in this piece. You kick over some dirt and don't even care. Already produces a series of abstractions from thin air. Some sort of giant Ouija board. The lenses spell out sickle, Belturni, which you still don't understand why you can read, but you know what? Not the weirdest shit happening right now. Karkat's rambunctiously colored sickle appears midair. She hands it to you and excitedly takes your other hand. Oh yeah, that was... It's like, we did spot this. Like, Aradia mentioned earlier how they were like clues that things were wrong this entire time. And that was one of them. The fact that the sickle that Karkat had in his route was something he didn't make until after he entered the game. And yeah, anyway. Also, like, the fact that Terzi knows his blood color. Another little clue that things are out of shape here. Anyway. Oh yeah, I completely have glossed over it because exciting things were happening, but a low-key Megalovania is playing in the background this whole time, which is kind of perfect because it is Aradia's song as much, if not more, than it is Vriska's song, so it is great that we're finally hearing a little bit of Megalovania here. Karkan's rambunctious colored sickle appears midair, and she excitedly takes you out there. Let's go! Over the next few hours, you teleport around both Alternia and Earth, dropping a bunch of seemingly random objects in nonsense places, being careful not to be seen. You change a gift itinerary on John's dad's PDA. You sign the kids up for cell phone plans. Oh, we are setting some shit up. Are you just doing chores? This really feels more like running errands than breaking anything. Trust me. They're going to notice, and... oh, I bet they're going to be so steamed. You personally guarantee nobody... okay, I think... this is another rant. Okay, time out. So, one thing I have thought about how this goes is that... about how Homestuck 2 goes is that there seems to be like kind of like a philosophical debate between Ultimate Dirk and the narrative as it stands, where like Dirk represents like a one singular canon that is the only canon that can ever exist ever, and then on the flip side there is the idea that, you know, anybody can interpret canon however they want, and fan fiction is just as valid as regular canon, blah, 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 blah. You know, my issues with that aside, the way I think that ends is that you get, like, some Avengers Endgame shit, where characters from all different types of canon come together and, you know, form up and fight Dirk together. And I mean all types of canon. I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, the Candy Route comes in and helps. The Pesterquest timeline comes in and helps. The Vast Error kids come in and help. Like, everybody. Like, there's one fanfic I know of. Like, there's, like, a post-canon fic from before the epilogues came out where, like, Pfeffery is alive and doing shit. I've never read it, but I've, like, stumbled across it here and there. It's like, Pfeffery from that fanfic comes in and helps. You know, and you just get, like, this Avengers Endgame moment where, like, all of Fanon comes in to fight Ultimate Dirk, and I think that's kind of what we're setting up here. Anyway, you personally guarantee nobody in their right mind would care about any of this. But the moment the words leave your mouth, something in the distance cracks. You don't see it. You don't hear it. You feel it. You zap to the next location, you steal Vriska's lipstick, and there it is again. A crack. Vriska's lipstick? Why? You almost can't believe it. This stupid plan is working. You guess the devil really is in the details. Next to you, Aradia looks absolutely thrilled. Subtle changes in the timeline can have big repercussions, but nothing like this. They usually just create a doomed offshoot, but this is a whole doomed reality. Don't you know what this means? You tell her that you totally do know what this means, but just in case she doesn't know, she should explain it for herself. If you just keep up whatever it is you've been doing, this whole place is going to come down. Aradia lifts an air conditioning unit and throws it into the stratosphere with her mind. Wow, that's fucked up. She sits on the edge of the roof, overlooking the city. Thank you. This was fun. A faint crack forms in the sky. It's like, do I see that? Yeah, that's it right there. This curtains of space and time pull back to reveal a nothingness that does not really make you feel as whole as you had hoped. But there is still a bit for you to do. You still have a few more friends to make. What? That's it? You just put a crack in reality and then just go back to spending time with other teens? Yeah. Aren't you also sort of a teen? You explained that was never very clear, actually. Well, the answers you want are at the end of your path. The only way to find them is to get them to come to you. And they will. It will all make sense then. You wish that were true. You sit next to her, your legs dangling over the edge of the molding. Before your eyes, the crack in the sky appears to be sewn shut, almost as quickly as it appeared. Yeah, I saw that. She was right. Something is happening. The two of you sit in each other's company for what feels like both a moment and an eternity. Good end, you guess. This is like the cutscene for WoW Shadowlands. James wrote a tweet asking for people for examples of inconsistencies, and yeah, it's nice. And we saw some of them come up. Minda, I'm not going to talk about it. Proceeds to talk about it. It's like, I held back. Held back fine. Kriska, Mariam Lalonde, and Murat Turkin are the two characters most likely to kill Ultimate Turk. Oh, Vriska. Yeah, Vriska, Mariam Lalonde, and Murat Turkin are the two characters likely to kill Ultimate Turk. Yeah, that's a thing. The lipstick thing is a crack at the people who took issue with Vriska's sprite. Oh, because people didn't think Vriska wears makeup. Okay. I see. If she doesn't wear makeup, how's she Vriska? Okay, I see. Yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, whatever. Red Miles. All these things are minor differences between Pesterquest and the way things were in Homestuck. How do her wings work like that with her hair? I don't know. Magic. Actually knew. Yeah, I always got the impression that James has been, like, kind of an Aradia stan. Like, even before this, it's like he said some things on Twitter about it. Like, I have noticed that he's an Aradia fan. I think he is also, like, actually an Aries. You know? So, that might help with that, too. But yeah, so it's like... James begged Hussey for Aradia. Yeah, I can imagine. His favorite character. It's like, I mean, hell, if I had the chance to, I would. If I were like in that position, I would totally want to write Vriska at some point. But you know, yeah, I get that. But yeah, so like the one thing I just want to say about the whole post-canon theme, canon isn't real thing is that like it really the whole thing feels a lot like what Hussey has done before with other words, where like he intentionally mislabels things to get you to think about what those labels really mean. Like the epilogues being one example, where the epilogues weren't really an epilogue; they were, you know, a sequel story leading into Homestuck 2. You know, that's like the acts. You know, probably the best example where the acts and the intermissions, where like none of the acts in Homestuck are treated the way acts are in like the way you would normally use that word. You know, you would not delineate. What's the word I'm looking for? You would not divide the story up into acts and call them acts the way Homestuck does. The secret Pester Chum achievement. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't get that first. The end. Good end, you guys. And it kind of feels like that's what the whole thing with canon is doing too. I have an idea of how to fix this, but or how to get that. So let me just do that real quick. Here, actually, droop. Here, I'm just gonna start fresh. That's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Press quit instead of close. And so that's kind of what the whole beyond canon thing feels like to me, where it's like, you know, you're saying it's beyond canon, but really it's just canon. You know, like we make these things in Homestuck. We call them intermissions. They're not really intermissions, but like actually no, intermissions are a bad example. Here's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, we have these things in Homestuck called acts, but they're not really acts. But the issue is that Homestuck does in fact have a very understandable 3-act structure. You know, it's like the word act is still a thing as it is generally understood, is still a term you can apply to Homestuck. You know, it's like Homestuck has a 3-act structure. Act 1 ends at Cascade, Act 2 ends at Game Over, and Act 3 is the rest of the story. You know, Homestuck has the epilogues, which aren't really epilogues. But Homestuck does actually have a proper epilogue. It's the snapshots from the credits. You know, that was an epilogue. And it's the same thing here, where they're kind of pretending that Homestuck doesn't have a canon. You know, it's like we don't have a canon. We have the metaverse of Beyond canon. We have the Fanonverse, or whatever they're calling it, for Homestuck 2. But no, really, Homestuck 2 is just canon. And it really is just that simple. And all of the Beyond canon, Fanon, whatever, that's just like an in-story distinction to explain how the mechanics of the story work. You know, I don't know. I have a hunch of how to unlock this secret thing, so I'm going to try that. Did you say ghosts? Yes. Keep your mouth shut for once. Yep. And that's going to bring us back here. We're just going to get stuck in this loop for a little bit. Oh, I think I did it. You really are bad at taking hints. Nailed it. So yeah, you just picked the wrong answer enough 3 times, and there you go. 3 times. There you go. Fandemonium. Yeah, that's what we're calling the verse now of Homestuck 2. Anyway. We can probably... Yeah, I mean, it was kind of an easy thing to guess. I do love Aradia's blank face. If the fandom has to pick one thing to be real, and it does so that I can keep talking about things, it's going to be the epilogues and Homestuck 2. However, canon, it isn't. It's still canon. Exactly. Yeah, that's what Pokemon Freak says. That, like, you know... Oh, there was some actual dialogue in that bad ending? Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. So yeah, it was 3 failures, so let's do that. Actually, kind of jiggle a little bit. Yeah, if the fandom has to pick one thing to be canon, it's going to be the Toblerones. Well, yeah, and that's the thing, is that, like, canon, I think, is just kind of... You know, like, canon is more important than Homestuck. Yeah, it's like canon is more important than Homestuck 2 would want to admit, because... Whoop. I didn't press anything there. Yeah, it's just... Jesus. Whoop. I missed it. No, I did it too fast. Yeah. Very few comics say about the comics as much as they do. Well, and see, like, that's kind of why I think canon is important to a thing, is that at the end of the day, fandom is about a shared experience, and like, people process that canon differently, and and that's where you get fanon, and that's where you get different interpretations of characters and whatnot, and that's all well and good. But if the story itself tries to do that for us, we just don't really have a common ground anymore. Like, almost like here's what it feels like. Being a Homestuck fan right now almost feels like being a part of the Super Hulock fandom. Like, remember the Super Hulock fandom from like a decade ago, and it was always this weird thing where, like, these 3 different shows and like, you were part of the fandom if you watched like 1 or 2 or 3 of them, and like, maybe you watched all of them and got like the full picture of the fandom. Maybe you were just like in this corner and people folded you in as a Super Hulock fan because you just watched Doctor Who, and Supernatural, and it's like, and that's kind of what it feels like now, where it's not like, it's like there's no unified thing to Homestuck anymore, because like there are plenty of people who are just like, well, the epilogues are shitting all over canon and characters, more important, which is more important than shitting on canon, is shitting on characters. So fuck it, we're done. And that's not really a fandom anymore. That's like a splintered collection of fandoms that all kind of fall under the umbrella of Homestuck fandoms, plural. I don't know. So yeah, that's where it is. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah. And that was what Aradia had to say after mixing up somebody. It's just, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah. I've been at this fandom thing a long time. On waifu Vriska. Baby said that. Yeah, it's... Yeah, people care more about their versions of the characters than the characters. On waifu Vriska. It's like... See, that's something I can never relate to, because I'm like... It's like, even other Vriska, it's like me, and I don't... I mean, I'm kind of, like, stuck just in my own corner of Tumblr, I suppose, but, like... I've never really seen, like, it's like I haven't seen very many people who are, like, the waifu Vriska people. Like, I love Vriska, but I will fully cop to the fact that she does a lot of horrible shit. As we talked about at length during the Tavros route. So, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, so, yeah, it's... I don't know. And then, like, the other annoying thing, too, is that Homestuck 2, it feels like, is kind of trying to have it both ways by telling you that there is no one canon, so it's okay to do what you want, but also continuing to be a story that's ongoing, Like, that seems a little bit hypocritical to me, because Homestuck 2 is definitely steering the ship of where this fandom is going. It's like... whatever happens now is going to be a response to that. Like, people's opinion of Jane Crocker, is now kind of irrevocably, it's like, that's why, like, I've said this before, like, Jane Crocker is the one character I'm not looking forward to in Pesterquest, because I just don't see how they're going to be able to do it. Like, the well has been poisoned. There are too many versions of Jane out there, just within canon, and none of them really track with each other. And so this deep dive we're going to do on Jane's character in Pesterquest is going to be painful in one direction or another, because it's going to ignore some aspect of her character. So, yeah, I don't know. Check the credits for the titles of Aradia's name. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, Aradia's theme? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's Megalovania. That's good. I like that. Okay, well, I'm all talked out. I promised I wouldn't rant too long about post-canon, and so I'm going to stop myself here. But, yeah, I don't know, it's a whole thing. So we'll see where it goes. It's like, on the other hand, it's like, Homestuck 2 is, like, finally giving me something to like. Because, like, that's the thing where it feels annoying, is that, like, well, it's like, I like discussing the characters as they are and trying to figure out what the core of these characters are. So, like I said, it's like, I love Vriska, but I admit that she does horrible things. So if Homestuck 2 is just going to come in and say, well, anything goes, there are no rules, it's like, nothing is true, everything is permitted, well, then I can't do that anymore, because eventually there's always going to be that dangling, question hanging above your head of, it's like, well, you may disagree with how this goes, but whatever, it's not canon anyway. It's not really canon anyway, so who cares? Yeah, we made you a new Vriska. It's like, I don't want a new Vriska. I was fine with the old one. Anyway, that's all I got. Interesting things are happening one way or the other. We are building up towards we are finally building up like an army of Fanon, I guess, to fight Ultimate Dirk. That's kind of where I think this is going. I also think, I did mention this in the previous gameplay, it's like, I think when we do get to Dirk's route in this, I highly expect us to see, like, a Pesterquest Dirk versus Ultimate Dirk, and that's going to be a hell of a showdown. So, let's do this. It'll be a couple weeks, and I'm fairly confident that actually will happen because it'll be the week before Christmas is the next route. We'll probably have another delay because like, not this route, but the next Pesterquest route is due to come out on New Year's Day. So there's probably going to be a 3-week break then. Which will bring us right up to the point when Infinity Train comes out. So that'll be fun. Okay. So yeah, I'm good. That was good. That was a great route, but it got me thinking about post-canon, which just kind of bummed me out, which is how that goes. But the route itself was great. Aradia is great. I love her. And she's hilarious, and I love it. And she has all the patience in the world. God bless her. All right. Bye-bye.